Okay, so welcome back. So today I thought I would do an updated everyday simple makeup look. So lately I've been skipping the lashes, the primer, as well as foundation. So I've just been using concealer, but for the purpose of this video I have added a little bit of foundation as well as lashes if you want to jazz up the look a little bit, so you have options. So let's get straight into it. So I use the Oils of Life cream by Body Shop. Nice and moisturized. So for moisturizing my lips, I'm just using the Burt's Bees Pomegranate Moisturizing Lip Balm. So lately I've actually been skipping a primer and foundation. I've just been going with concealer, but for the purpose of this video I will use the primer and foundation. So the primer was the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating. For the foundation, it's by Rare Beauty in the shade 230, 230N. The slightest. I'm just adding the slightest amount, just using a beauty blender to blend that in. Next, moving on to the concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light to Medium Sand or Light. So I just only use the concealer on a daily basis when I'm skipping the foundation. So next I'm using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer in the shade Caramel. So I basically just use a little bit of this to contour my nose, just on my eyelids, a little bit in the lower lash line as well. And then I use the same contour to contour my cheeks and just like in the sides of my forehead, and basically just to contour my face. Yeah. And then I also add a little bit of the Life's a Peach blush by L'Oreal just on the apples of my cheeks. So after that I like to use this Nude by Nature banana powder, which is like a translucent setting powder that you can put on to set the rest of your makeup. And this is what it looks like. So I just like to use, so when using setting powder, I just like to use a little brush like this and then dust off the excess. So I can just add it to the small areas, mainly to the T-zone, which is like under the eyes, on your nose, forehead, and like just this center portion of your face. I also forgot to mention quickly, when choosing foundation, if you are a true olive, try going for more neutral toned foundations, and if you have a warm undertone, try going for a more yellow toned foundation. Yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with the color theory because I have a full playlist and multiple videos talking about choosing the right shades and colors for individuals with olive skin tones. So I'm just moving on to the powder. Okay, so that is what it looks like. It's still nice and light. And then moving on to the brows, I'll be using the Rimmel London Brow This Way. It's a gel and powder in one. I'm pretty sure it's a very old one. I haven't changed it because I've been using it for a while and it works, so I just continued using it. So just going in with the cream first and the powder. So I like to use a little bit of a brow gel just to keep it neat, to set the brows. Finally, moving on to the eyes, I will use some of that Hoola bronzer again, just for a base. And same thing here. And then I'm going with this Body Shop Paint in Color eyeshadow palette. So I like to use the So I like to use this dark shade here. I like to use a flat tipped brush just to give me a crease. Since I have a hooded eye, I like to draw a crease right above my natural crease. So just like that. I don't know how neat that looks. Why is it so dark? Also like to use a little fluffy brush to then add more of that color and just darken the eye space, the eyelid space. Right, then using that same eyeshadow and then I also like to use a little bit of this shimmery glittery shade here and just use my finger and I dab it in the middle. Finally, I like to use the NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner because it lasts quite a while. And just basically draw a winged liner. Add some shimmer or highlighter just on the inner corners of your eyes, just to open up your eyes a little bit more. And then for mascara, I'm using a combination of the Maybelline Sky High Mascara and the L'Oreal Telescopic. So I'll put that on and be back. So lately I've just been using mascara and stopping here, but for the purpose of this video I might add some false lashes as well. So if you ever want to spice up the look, you can just add some Ardell. I just use the Ardell wispies, so I'll put them on and be back. So I have my lashes on. As you can see, it literally doubled in size. Yeah, if you'd like to jazz it up a little bit, then you can always add falsies. It makes your eyes look more open and wider and bigger as well. It makes it look a little bit more glam. Also, I use the regular Ardell wispies, but you can also go for the Ardell Demi wispies, which is a shorter version that kind of wings out towards the end, and the length is shorter towards the inner corners. So let's finish off with the lips. As I mentioned before, I just use the Burt's Bees moisturizing balm. The pomegranate one has a little bit of a tint. I basically just use the stripped down lip liner by MAC, and then sometimes I use the Whirl lipstick by MAC. But lately I've also really been loving the Nude by Nature lipstick in the shade Blush Nude, so I'll go with this one today. Yeah, overline a little bit, and then I just go over with the Blush Nude. Sometimes I also add a little bit of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, but for today I'm gonna skip that because the balm added enough moisture. But this is it. Yeah, so I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.